Welcome to Coffee Habit number 2. This is my bonus video and final video for tonight. So the first part of this video is I'm going to apologize to you guys for that clusterfuck that I created last night that I had something to say, forgot what it was. And I did discover that we have 315 people here and I made a thank you video, so please go watch that. And that's pretty much it on the clusterfuck. Now, if you watched the last video, which is like 4 minutes and some change, I said I'm not going to make this video that long, so it's probably going to be 5 to 10 minutes. So, I'm currently watching, I'm watching because I can't listen to it while I'm filming, a video of the Pan-Africans debunking the hell out of the Aboriginals. Now, let me explain this because a lot of y'all don't have TikTok. And that might be the best damn thing for you because what I'm about to say is going to take you down a rabbit hole that you may not come back from. And I will let you know why I'm on the Pan-African side. So, almost a year ago now, a bunch of black people known as Aboriginals, and you can find some of them here on YouTube, have been doing indigenous erasure. And what indigenous erasure means is they are taking everything Native American and saying that it belongs to them. And then they're saying that they aren't black people and they are not descendants of slaves, but they are American Indians who have always been here before the American Indians who are here that we all know today as the modern day Indians, or Native Americans, whatever you choose to call them, both would be politically correct. But the Aboriginals, who are a small band of black people, it's a cult that is saying that they were the ones here, and that Native Americans were trained to be Native Americans through these boarding schools. But these bloody Aboriginals failed to understand that this happened to black people too. They also went to these boarding schools. Now, there's a lot of things in school that the teachers and the curriculums are not allowed to teach you due to things beyond their controls. A lot of teachers just go with what they are allowed to teach you. And if you want to learn anything else, the teacher can point you to the library. That's about as far as they can go without losing their damn jobs, which is a damn shame, but it is what it is. Anyway, so these Aboriginals, they're all over TikTok, and they're like, well, we were the original Native Americans. Y'all came over and took all of our stuff, and y'all are pretending to be us. Y'all are the real pretendians. And then the Native Americans, who were not racist at first, and then they started getting racist because the Aboriginals started calling the Native Americans $5 Indians. In turn, the Native Americans started calling the Aboriginals Wabos and some more shit. So when you hear the term, both terms are bad, and both sides are being slightly racist, but the Native Americans didn't start it. The Aboriginals started. So in case anybody says, well, the Aboriginals, y'all did this and that, the Aboriginals, they started it first. They started calling the Native Americans $5 natives and started talking about residential schools being training camps, which they were actually entrapment camps. And then the Aboriginals just started being racist as fuck. The Native Americans tried not to push back racially, and then they got tired, so they started pushing back racially, which is a big ass clusterfuck in that. The Aboriginals are trying to wipe out my black culture and trying to rewrite my native culture. So I have made it clear on TikTok that I side with the Native Americans. I do not side with the Aboriginals. Now, here's where the Pan-Africans come in, because the Pan-Africans are against the Aboriginals as well, trying to make sure that they don't erase black American culture, because black Americans were mostly descendants of slaves. Some of us will have a mixture of white and European blood, myself included. I do have white and European blood, as well as native blood. So, like I said, these guys, these Aboriginals, they may have native in them, but they want to take all of the African in them out and put it to the side and then just be Native American. I get it, but understand, there are days where I feel like that too. But I'm never going to be fully Native American. I'm never going to fully be black. And I'm never going to be white. However, these Aboriginals have started a fucking cult, and it's spreading, and the natives are trying to stop it, and the Pan Africans are also trying to stop it. But the problem is that a lot of people who are naive are believing the shit that the fucking Native American wannabes, the Aboriginals, are doing. And it's a whole lot easier for you to fall for something than nothing. If somebody pushes you and you fall, you're gonna try to catch yourself. But whoever the Aboriginals are pushing are not catching themselves. They are questioning things. And it's like, yo, it's not that damn difficult. Go get a DNA test. Go do your genealogy. Go do all that shit hand and foot. But the Aboriginals don't see it that way, and they just want to be full-blooded native because their end goal is to steal land from people. That's it. And I can almost guarantee you when they get off TikTok, they're back to being black. And then the holy thing is that they want to take the land from whoever's on the land, but they don't understand how land patents and shit work. If you don't pay your fucking taxes, and you're not going to be the only one getting it because depending on how many children your ancestor have, you have to divide that shit equally. If your ancestor only had 4 acres and a mule, and they had 13 children, there's no way everybody's gonna get an acre. You know, y'all can all collectively build one gigantic ass house on the place, but it's gonna be kind of hard to procreate and keep a family going because 4 acres really isn't as big as you think. I mean, it's big, but it's not big enough to support 13 children plus their children plus their children's children, unless you build the house up. But then you still gotta have arguments on how you're gonna do it, and there's gonna be a lot of shit behind it. Anyway, the Aboriginals also had dragons. So we're gonna talk about this dragon thing, and then I'm gonna try to end this thing. I was on a live the other day, and whatever the guy's name is, he had a guest, and this guest had a Native American headdress, but the thing had a skull. It was a cool ass picture, I'm not gonna knock the cool ass picture. It's a cool picture, but he simply made some statements that was bullshit, and I simply made a video about it that wasn't bullshit. I asked a question, and I'm pretty sure they're not gonna come at me with it because I haven't gotten any replies on it. But I made a video, and I have it. If the Aboriginals had dragons, how did you lose twice? Now let me explain that. The Aboriginals, they had dragons. Y'all watch Game of Thrones. Y'all know the damage that a dragon can do. So, I want to know, my native ancestors came in with tomahawks, bows, and arrows. And y'all had dragons. No, I'm not going to get that close to a dragon to do any of that shit. Then my white ancestors came in with slaves, with gunpowder, and cannons. Why didn't your dragons just simply sink the fucking boats? You understand the clusterfuck that these Aboriginals are causing on TikTok. And it's spreading like wildfire, which is another reason why I had put my reconnecting journey on hold. Because, everybody has TikTok. Everybody named Mama has TikTok. So, it kind of makes it bad for people who are really part native and part black to reconnect because these damn pretendians, oh, for the love of God, these damn pretendians are making it pretty bad for people like me who are part black and part native. And if everybody's got TikTok, then everybody's watching TikTok. So that means people like me can't really go reconnecting with natives because the first thing they're going to say is, how we know you're actually a native and not a pretendian. Therefore, this is exactly why I'm going to say this. The only way that I would ever get enrolled is if they offer it to me. And I'm pretty sure that I don't have enough blood quantum to count or to be offered. But if they offer it to me, I would say the only way that I would do it is if I get to keep the name that I gave myself, which is Echo Fang Grey Wolf. But I have to keep my government name as well because I'm a military vet and I don't want to lose my benefits. You know, but it is what it is. And I really just want my paper of descendancy. I don't want to enroll, but I'll take it if they give it to me. I don't want to like make them think, oh, you try to enroll, you try to take a shit. No, no. I really just want my paper of descendancy, and then I'll get the fuck out your face. I only want to reconnect for proof that I am part native. That's it. The rest of that shit, I'm not that important. I'm an actor who hasn't had work. That's it. If my paper of descendancy also helps me get acting roles, I'll take it. You know, but I just want to have tangible proof. Yeah, you have one native ancestor. Perfect. That's all I need. One. And then, I'm going to go on about my business, go on about my life, and live happily ever after. Now, on the other hand, since I know I have native on both sides, I know at least one of my ancestors was native. And it'll be what it'll be, and that'll be that. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to try to keep my word, but I'm a little bit past the 10-minute mark. I'm like at 11 and some change. So that being said, if I find something interesting to talk about tomorrow, I will write that shit down. And then I will make sure that I bring it back up to speed. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Echo Fengrove. This is Comfort Habit number 2. Be seeing you.